So today's lesson, we're going to need a set of 1 kilo of 500 gram weights. If you use heavier weights, that's completely fine. It will be while we're on the machine, so entirely up to you. Swap and change if you need to, if you have more than one set of weights. Otherwise, for setup, I'll get you to have your bar all the way up. We've got pretty much exactly the same reformer. I'll get you to put 3 red springs on because we'll start with some footwork. If you're stronger than that, you can put 3.5 red springs. I just find the heavier it goes, the more it pushes through your shoulders. So if you're a bit necky, probably best just to keep it at the 3.5. If you're really sore through the neck, you could even just do 2.5, whatever is up to you. But 3 red is usually a good starting point. 3 red and a blue, a little bit heavier. See how you feel. You can change it as you go anyway. So let's take a seat onto the reformer. We're going to lay down. Just get ourselves comfortable. Toes onto the foot bar. We want them parallel and hip width apart. So hips, knees, ankles and toes will all run in one line. We roll back, we place our hands onto the carriage and we take a few deep breaths to start. So we'll take a nice big deep breath in as we tip our pelvis forwards. A little arch will form in the lower back. The ribs come away from the hips. And as we exhale, we slowly tip the pelvis backwards. The hips come closer to the ribs. The space between the lower back and the carriage closes and you feel a little wrapping of the abdominals. Let's do 5 of these. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, the really important thing here is to make sure that when you're doing these pelvic rocks, they're quite small. So you're not squeezing your bum. If you're squeezing your bum muscles, you're actually doing it too hard. So it should be only your pelvic floor and your core that is tipping your pelvis gently forwards and backwards. It's not a press the lower back in, it's gently the lower back presses in as the pelvis tips backwards automatically. Now I want you to think about placing your lower ribs in and down. And I want you to think about relaxing your shoulders and relaxing your neck and relaxing your face. So we should have another breath left. And exhale. And let's go into some footwork. So we'll place our feet hip width apart as we've got them. We can bring our heels up all the way and then bring them down halfway. Now your sacrum should be heavy. We'll take a breath in to prepare. Exhale to press away. In and out. Now you can start slow if you'd like to. It's entirely up to you. If you'd like to go a little bit faster, then you can go a little bit faster, but we're just warming up the legs to start with. Think about keeping everything tracking nice and straight so the knees don't touch. They have the same space between them as you go in and as you come out. The lower back should be just in a neutral spine, so it shouldn't be pressed hard into the carriage and it shouldn't be arched all the way back up either. We want to be relaxed across the front of the chest. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it all the way out there. Let's lower those heels, come up onto the toes. Lower the heels, up onto the toes. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Now we don't want to bounce at the bottom of the release because we are controlling the muscles in the backs of the legs. We've got 3 to go. 2 to go. Hold the last one up there, bend the knees in. Now I want you to bring your toes, leave your toes where they are and bring the heels together. We'll take the knees out, making sure you're turning out from the hips. It's not just the feet that are turned out. Now, we don't want the legs to fall all the way out. They're probably in line with the outside edges of the foot bar. We take a breath in, sacrum is heavy, exhale to prepare. Bring the knees together, everything zips up and we slowly come down. In and out. Now, if you would like to speed this up a bit, that's completely fine. We'll get a little bit of cardio going as we're working out as well, if you like. Now, as we're coming in, we really want to zip those inner thighs together. As we're coming down, we actually try and slow ourselves down just a little bit, because that will mean that our butt and our hamstrings are really working that little bit harder. Try and keep the heels connected at all times. It means we're working our inner thighs really well when everything comes together. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it out there. Let's drop those heels under, bring them back up. Drop them under, bring them back up. Now I know that this one is slightly more awkward, but if you can try and keep the heels together, unless you're a knock-knee, that makes it slightly more difficult, but as best you can. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, bring the carriage in, give everything a bit of a shake out. We'll go straight up into our heels, parallel. Everything is lined up again. We flex the feet back gently. We don't pull them back too hard because we get cramps in our feet, but just pull the feet back gently. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, press out through those heels. Bring it back in. All the way out, all the way in. Now, as we're pressing out, we're not locking the knees. We don't want to cause any knee damage, but we are extending. So we're pulling that muscle up the top of the thigh there to make sure it's activated, but we're not actually snapping those knees open. Beautiful. Now when we work through our heels, we always work the back line of the body, so hamstrings and butt particularly. And we can usually take a little bit more weight when we're going through our heels rather than our toes as well. Toes tends to mean we're working the front of the thighs a bit more. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Now I want you to grab your weights, and we're going to take our feet back to our toes, but we're going to glue everything together. So I want you to imagine you've got $1 million credit card in your knees. You don't have to pay it off if you spend it all. And if you drop it, which means if your knees come apart when you go outwards or inwards, you'll lose your $1 million credit card. Okay, so as we press out, you can keep your heels nice and high for this one. We're going to work through the front of the thighs. As you press out, arms come up. As you come in, arms come in. Simple. We're not making it too complicated. We just want to make sure the knees are touching the whole time, so we're activating our inner thighs. Make sure the toes are gently gripping over the bar. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up there, drop those heels under. A little bit of a bounce at the bottom there for a stretch. Bend one knee. Let's go into our prancing. As we prance, the weights come back behind the head. We'll do a little tricep. Now, as we're prancing, we want to make sure both of those heels come up to meet before you drop the other one under, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the carriage in, arms come down, straight to the heels, toes are flexed back gently. Make sure you're in that neutral spine. Now, as we go out, we'll take the arms out. As we come in, the arms can come in. Now, if you feel that this is too much on the shoulders, take it up a little bit higher. So take your V a little bit higher with your weight. If you're quite strong through the front of the shoulders there, then it should be fine. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. 2 to go. So we take it wide now. Toes are wide to the end of the bar. Knees are turned out from the hips again. We take our weights outwards and we'll do a little fly press. So as we press out, elbows will come down. As we come in, weights come together. 10, 9, heels nice and high. 8, sorry, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out there. Take those heels under, toes come up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up onto the toes, bend the knees, bring it all in together. So we go straight onto the heels. We remain in our turnout. We want to make sure that our shoulders are not pressing up too hard into our shoulder posts. Excuse me. Okay, so as we go out for this one, we'll take the hands up and join them together. We'll bring them behind our head as we go out and then bring them back up to come in. So 10, 9, 8, 7. You can even tap them on your head if you like, just lightly, don't knock yourself out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out, bring it back in. Let's sit ourselves up, place the weights on the ground, out of the way. Make sure we don't roll away anywhere. Well, you come back up to sitting. Now we're going to do some bridging. So, excuse me, what I'd like you to do is take off one of your red springs. So you've got 2 red springs now. Take yourself back to a laying position. And I'll get you to put your toes onto the bar, hip width apart, hands are down. Now make sure that, just shimmy the shoulders down from the shoulder post a little bit there. So take a breath in and tip that pelvis forward. And as you exhale, tip the pelvis backwards, start to squeeze through the butt, press up through the heels, and raise those hips to the sky, keeping those lower ribs tucked in. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly articulate each part of the spine down. Now, it's a little bit light, so what I want you to try and do is keep the carriage part. To do that, you're going to have to pull your toes towards your bottom, okay? The whole time, which means you activate your hamstrings quite heavily. Slowly roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, slowly roll it up. Keep those lower ribs in. Pause at the top, inhale. Exhale, slowly roll down. Now we've also got to make sure we're not flaring the knees while we do this as well. Now, if you want more challenge, take the arms up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, pull that spine up. Beautiful. At the top, exhale down. We've got 4 more. Inhale, exhale on the way up. Inhale at the top, exhale down. Peel that spine down like you're placing a string of pearls down onto the table. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll it up. Hold at the top, inhale, exhale, roll it down. We've got 2 to go. Exhale up. Pause at the top. Inhale, exhale, slowly bring it down. And 1 more. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll it up. Pause at the top. Now I want you to bring one knee to tabletop and then straight up to the sky. We're going to lower and lift. 10. Pull the heel back as we lower. Point the toe as we lift. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Squeeze that left butt cheek. 2. And 1, bend the knee, pull the knee in, extend it out, and 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, stay strong, 2, and 1, place that toe down, take a breath in, exhale, roll it back down. We've got a combination on that side now, so inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll that spine up, come up into your bridge, ribs are down and in. Arms are up, or they can be down. We can bring the knee in. What we want to do is extend it out, lift, lower, pull the knee in. Extend it out, lift, lower, pull the knee in. Let's do 6 more. Out, up, down, in. This is 5. We've got 4. We've got 3. And 2. Try and keep that hip high. And this will be the last one. Lower it down, pull the knee in, put the toe down, breathe in. Exhale, slowly roll it down. Let's give everything a bit of a sway from side to side. That was a strong one. Beautiful work. Okay. Now, we've got to do the other side, of course. So, we'll take a breath in, get ourselves comfortable, remaining on the toes. Taking a breath in, rock that pelvis forwards. Exhale, let's tuck that tailbone, bring it up to the sky, ribs are down and in. Let's extend the left knee to the sky, pull the heel back as we lower, point the toe as we lift. That was 10, 9, and 8. Try and keep that carriage parked. 7, 6, 5. Keep that hip high. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee in and we extend it forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Give it a stretch out there, toes down. Inhale, exhale, roll back down through that spine. A little bit of a rest. We've got the combination on this side to go. So, taking a breath in, exhale, tuck that tailbone, bring that bridge up, make it all nice and straight, ribs are down and in. Let's bring that knee in, extend it out, lift, lower, knee in. This is number 2. And down, knee in, leg out, up, down. That was 3. This is 4. Knee in, leg out, up, down. That was 5. Knee in, leg out, up, down. That was 6. Knee in, leg out, up, down. 7. Keep that other hip high. 8. We're nearly there. And 9. Everything should be shaking now. This is number 10. We're nearly there. Take it down. Bend that knee in. Place it down. Inhale. Exhale. Roll all the way down. Now pull your knees into your chest. Give that lower back a little bit of a stretch. We've got another little series of bridging to go. So pull your pants up if you need to. All right. Let's place the heels onto the bar. Hands are down. We take a few deep breaths. Okay. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Let's roll up onto our heels into our bridge. Now, we're going to do a few little hip drops here. So, we want to
Lower the hips down. We only bend at the hips here and lift them up. Maybe about 3 inches down and up. The belly will pull in as you go down. You really squeeze those buttocks as you go up. We've got 10, 9, get your feet right, sorry, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it almost all the way down. Tap the carriage, bring it up 3 inches. So we do bottom end pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7. Drop it down. Suck that belly in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place it down. Bring the heels together. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll back up. Everything is joined. Make sure your heels are in the right position. Beautiful. Press both butts up to keep your hips high. Ribs are down and in. Now we're going to bring the knees wide and then close them back up again. Wide, close them back up. We've got 10. Try and keep the hips high. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, really squeeze together at the top, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, roll it back down. Excellent work. Pull the knees into the chest again, a little bit of a stretch. All right, we've got a little bit of around the world with the bridging. So, heels on the bar. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, roll it straight up. Hands are down. We're going to press it all the way out. Roll it back down. Bring it back in. Readjust your heels if you need to. Roll it up. Press it out. Roll down through that spine. Bring it back in. Let's draw a nice little circle with our bodies. Make it into a really lovely flow. Really articulating through each part of the body, each part of the spine. We've got 5 to go in this direction. 4. That's 3. That's 2. And last 1. Bring it in. Take it straight down to the toes for me. I want you to press it out. Roll up through that back. Pull it in. Knees are high. Roll back down. Press it out. Roll up through that spine. Knees stay high as you pull it in. Roll back down. That was 2. This is 3. This is 4. We're going to 10. 5. Roll, pull, roll. Press, roll, pull, roll. We've got 3 to go. 2 to go. This is the last one. Take it up, hold it there for me. And I want you just to press in and out. 10, 9, keep the hips high. 7, 6, 5, 4, don't forget to breathe. 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it in, bring it all the way down. Excellent job. Pull the knees in, give everything a little bit of a shake out. Now, we're going to go into some hands in straps, so I'll get you to sit up and change your spring for me. We'll take, just depending on how strong you are, 1 rep is a pretty good strength for the arms. However, if you're a little bit necky, you can always take it to 1 blue and 1 white. I'm not sure if you've got a white, but, excuse me,
you know, always take it down just to a blow to a half. So you know your strengths. I'll let you choose what you'd like. I'm going to do mine as a pull one today, just to make it a little bit easier for myself. All right, let's grab our straps, bring them forwards, sit ourselves down, and let's lay down onto our carriage. There we go. Okay. Bring the shoulders down away from the shoulder posts a little bit. I want you to tuck your spine gently, imprint your lower back gently so that everything is pressed down and you can't get your hand underneath your lower back. Inhale, bring one knee to tabletop. Exhale, bring the other knee to tabletop. Everything is glued together. Get yourself a little bit comfortable. Knees above the hips. Legs almost parallel with the roof. We press our hands forward so that the wrists are above the shoulders. Start with just a gentle press down to the hips and then a raise. Down to the hips and then a raise. Keeping those arms nice and long, pulling from underneath the armpits, so the lats. I don't want you to try and use the top of the shoulders so much as I want you to pull from underneath the armpits, please. Beautiful. Okay. We've got 5 to go. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Bring it up. Now, that's your 10th one. Keep the knees there if you can. Take the hands down to the hips. Turn the palms towards the inside of your hips. And I want you to take it out wide to a T and then bring it back down to the hips again. Out wide to a T, down to the hips. We've got 8 more. And 7. And 6. Pulling from underneath those arms again. 4. Arms are nice and straight. 3. Lower back's pressed in. 2. Knees are pressing together. And 1. Bring both hands up to the sky. Now we're going to do a little cheerleader, which means one arm comes down to the hip, the other goes out to the side. This one's a bit tricky, and then we come up again. One goes down, one goes out. Up. One goes down, one goes out. Up. Down, out. Down, out. Takes a bit of coordination, this one. Let's do 2 more on each side. One more on each side. Now let's bring the hands down to the hips. We'll hover them about 1 inch off the carriage. We're going to bend the elbows. The tops of the arms press inwards, so we don't actually move those at all. So we're doing our triceps. We press down and bring it straight back up. Down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take a little break. Arms come up. Readjust yourself if you need to. Now, we're going to go into our curl-ups next. So we'll do the arm series where we go down to the hips, out to the T, and we'll do the triceps as well, but this time curling up the shoulder blades and then bringing the head back down. So, arms up above the shoulders, one knee to tabletop, exhale, other knee to tabletop, imprint that lower back in. As we press down to the hips, we'll curl those shoulders up and come back down. That's 10. Now, as we're doing this, we want to think about a peach being under our chin. Our gaze is up over the top of our knees so that we're not crunching our chin or our neck down into our chest. We've got 6 to go. Press those knees together. And 5. And 4. And 3. Make sure you're using your breath. and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, let's take it wide now. As we roll up, we're going to bring the hands down to the hips again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't place the knees down if you can help it. Bring the elbows in towards and close to the body. Forearms are, pressed against the rib cage there. We press the hands forward so that the wrists are now over the elbows. As we press down for our tricep press and extend that arm, we roll our chest up. Press and extend, roll the shoulder blades up off the carriage. 8 and 7. Really extend those arms out. You're really trying to touch the wall on the opposite side of the room. We've got 5 to go. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Beautiful. Okay, place your feet down. Have a little bit of a break for a second there. Now we're going to go into our single leg work. So same arms, but this time we're going to alternate a single leg extension with each curl up and arm press. So inhale to power. Exhale. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Make sure your shoulders are still not touching the shoulder posts there. We've got our arms up so that the hands are up over top of the shoulders. Bring one knee to tabletop, other knee to tabletop. Press that lower back down into the carriage. Now, as we curl up, we press our arms to our hips and extend the leg down to the other end of the room. That leg needs to be activated. Bring it back in. Now, we're going to do 10 on each side. So that's 20 in total. We're up in the ante a little bit. We've got 8. Breathe out. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to press out. We've got 7. And 7. There is 6. And 6. We've got 5. Really extending those arms down. 5. And 4. And 4. 3 to go on each side. Press those arms, extend that leg. Use all of your effort. Curl those shoulder blades off. 2 to go. And 2. Last one on each side. Make sure those hands are going as low as those hips. Bring it in, place your feet down. A little shake from side to side. Give those abs a bit of a rest. Now, our next series will be the same single leg extension, except our arms will now be in the T, and we'll take the arms from the T down to the hips like we did earlier. And you can put a curl up in there. Now, if you're getting a sore neck or you're getting a bit shouldery or necky, then you can keep your head down. That's completely fine. Just try and keep that lower back pressed into the carriage for me, okay? Beautiful. Okay, so hands up above the shoulders. One knee to tabletop. Exhale, other knee to tabletop. Press that lower back down. Let's push the knees together just gently. Lovely. Okay, so take the arms out wide. As we extend the leg, curl the shoulders up, bring the hands to the hips. We've got 10 on each side. Making sure you're pressing these arms down, taking the shoulders down away from the ears as you press the arms down to the hips and really extend those legs out. That's 3 on each side. We've got 7 on each side to go. 7. 7. 6. 6. This is a
a tough one. 5 and 5. We've got 4 and 4. 3. Eye gaze is above the knees, remember. 3. 2 and 2. 1 on each side to go. Smile on your face, we're nearly there. And bring it in, place the toes down. Have a little rest, knees from side to side. And just turn that head from side to side as well. Give it a little bit of a stretch out. A little bit of a breather. We do have one set of this to go. All right. So, let's take our arms up, but then bring our the top half of our arm down. So it's just gently pressing into the side of the rib cage. Inhale, bring one knee to tabletop. Exhale, bring the other knee to tabletop. Let's join them together gently and press that lower back gently into the mat as well. Now, with this one, as we press the hands down to the hips, we're going to curl the shoulder blades up and off. We're going to try and extend both legs out. If that's too heavy on your lower back, do a single leg. If you're too fatigued, keep the knees at tabletop. It's completely fine. Now, let's take a breath in. Exhale, let's push and curl everything forward. That's 10. And 9. 8. Remember, you've got a peach under your chin. That's 7. And you're looking above the knees. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. That's 1. Hold it there. Now I want you to pump the arms. We're doing 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and collapse. Excellent. You can put those straps down. Bring yourself up. Give yourself a little bit of a breather. I'm just going to reset my clock. Excuse me 1 second, sorry. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to go into some side splits now. So what I'd like you to do, Shireen, is pop your bum all the way down. Place one red spring on, take all the other springs off. And I want you to stand on the wooden platform and then onto the black platform. Now, if you are really strong in the thighs, you can put a red and a blue or a red and a white spring on. For me, one red is enough. Now, legs are going to be parallel, shoulders are back and down. I want you to tuck the tailbone a little bit. So when we press out, make sure this stays up nice and straight and we don't start to stick the bum out, okay? So we want to make sure everything's tucked. Hands can come out to the side. If you would like to use some weights, you can use some weights as well here. And you can press out and lift and bring it back in. Now I'll pick up the weights as well. So let's take a breath in. Exhale, let's press out through the side of those hips and bring it back in. Shoulders are back and down. We're controlling the press. That's 4. Going to 10. This is 5. 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. That's 10. Bring it in.
Now, touch your stopper, then press it out just a little bit. I want you to bend your knees and come down into your squat. So your body is tipped forward, but your chest is up and proud. We're going to bring our weight over the right leg, shoulders are back. We're going to press that left leg out as we press the arms back into a tricep press. So, out, in, little side scooter. 10, 9, 8, pull that belly up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it nearly all the way in, and now I want you to pulse that bum down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, have a little rest. Straight back down. Now I want you to put your weight over your left leg, and as we press out, we're pressing out with the right leg. Arms can go outwards. Weight stays out over that left leg. It's now a scooter on the other side. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really extend those arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it almost all the way in, and let's pulse that bum again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now look down, bring your carriage in, put your lightest spring on, whether it's white or blue, take the red off. Now, it's going to be super light. We're going to work the inside of our thighs now. So this one's not as much about pushing out as it is about bringing it in. So turn the feet into a V and make sure you've got enough stability. So initially, I want you to just press out slowly to a point where you think, oh, I might lose my carriage, and then bring it back in. Now, if you're really strong in the inner thighs, you can take all the springs off, but I'd be very careful doing that. So we press out. This one's quite a bit slower, and we pull in. As we're pulling in, you can feel having to suck the inside of those inner thighs together. You want to touch that stopper when you bring it in, okay? Really touch it. Now, I don't want your pelvis to tip forward either, so keep your bum tucked under gently and shoulders back and down. So we can lift the arms out and bring it back in. We've got 5 to go. We've got 4 to go. We've got 3 to go. We've got 2 to go. And last one. Beautiful job. Okay, give everything a shake out. I want you to step off the padded part first and then the wooden part. Stick your red spring back on, or your red or blue, depending on what you have. Take this one off. We're going to turn around. I do apologise for you looking at my butt through this. Okay, so from the back, we turn around, stepping onto wooden platform, stepping onto our padded platform. We're going to start with a little press out from the outside of the thighs and bringing it back in. Tailbone is tucked gently, arms go out, belly is pulled up, shoulders are back and down. Try and resist the carriage as it's coming in. Don't let it just spring you in. That's where the strength in the outer thighs comes from. We've got 4 to go. 3 to go. 2 to go. Last one. Now bring it almost all the way in. Let's squat down. Butt is sticking out the back like a duck. Shoulders are back and down. Now as we bring the weight over the left thigh, we're going to extend that right leg out. Side scooter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull the belly up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Almost all the way in. Let's squat down. 10, 9, 8, sit that bum down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a little bit of a reprieve. Straight back down again. Weight goes over the right knee now, and as we press with the left leg, we'll straighten the arms out to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, try not to twist the body, 3, press those arms out, 2, 1, come almost all the way in and pulse that bum in the squat, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that down. Let's let's put the white or blue spring on and just take the red spring off. Now, that's going to be quite light. I'm just going to double check my camera that it hasn't turned off. Beautiful. Thank goodness. Okay. So one foot on the wooden platform, other foot on the carriage. Turn the feet out. Stand up nice and tall. Tuck that tailbone gently. Shoulders are back and down. Let's go out wide slowly. And then suck those inner thighs back in. Beautiful. Now, if you're getting a lot of pull through your SIJ here, just make the movement a little bit smaller. I mean, even if you go out a centimetre and pull it in, it's better than going all the way and then killing your SIJ. So your sacroiliac joint here. Tuck that tailbone under. Make sure your butt is activated so you're not losing control. Beautiful. Let's do 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Looking upwards. Last one. Pull it in. Okay, step off there. Give everything a shake out. Now, I want you to come down and put one red spring on and take the white spring off, okay? Let's lift up our bar all the way to the top. Leave it there. Grab your straps and I want you to stand over top of your carriage. Now, this can be, it just depends on your strength. Now, if you find one red too strong, then drop it down to a blue or a blue and a white. Otherwise, I want you to shimmy back a little bit away from the carriage. I want you to turn your feet out and you're essentially sitting down like you're riding a horse, okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to squat all the way down, pull the elbows back, stand up nice and tall. Now, if you need to, you can move forward if it's a bit too strong, and we can sit and pull. Sit and pull. You can twist the hands if you like, or you can just keep them up and release. I like a little bit of a twist in mine. Makes it slightly more fancy. But sit that butt down nice and low. Yeah. We've got 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Hold the last one down. Just do the arms. 10, 9, 8. Really about pulling those elbows back. 6, 5, 4. Sit it down a little bit lower. 2, 1. Elbows stay in. We pulse the bum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down there. Now I want you to lift a heel, lower a heel. Lift a heel, lower a heel. 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5. Sit it down. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Bring it all up. Have a little rest. We're going to do another round. Okay, so as we sit down, we're going to pull the elbows back. As we stand up, they cut the arms come forward. So feet are turned out. We're ready to sit down. Inhale, exhale, pull, release, pull, release. 8, knees track out. 7, 6, and 5. We're really sitting that bum down nice and low. 4, pulling the elbows back. And 3, and 2. Hold it down, pulse the bum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down. Now it's only the elbows. 10, 9, 8, 7. Pull the belly in. Sit it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull it back in and let's lift our heel, lower heel. Lift and lower. 8, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5. You can turn your head if you like. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Stand up. Place those hands, straps down into the mat. Shimmy back a little bit here. Hands on the shoulder post. Press it forward. Bring the chest all the way down. Flex that back up. Inhale. Exhale. We try and keep our hips back over our ankles. Bring the chest down. Have a nice little stretch. Exhale. Bring it in. Arch that back up. You're essentially doing a standing cat-cow. Out. Slowly bring it in. Beautiful. Out. Slowly bring it in. Let's do 3 more. Bring it in. 2 more. Bring it in. 1 more. Now stay standing here, feet are flat on the ground. Bring the elbows in, press it out. Elbows in, press it out. We've got 8, keep the elbows in close. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Place both hands on one of the shoulder posts. Press it out and look out underneath the armpit. Little twist stretch. Bring it back up into your cat again. Twisted cow. Back up into your cat. 1 more. Twisted cow. Back up into your cat. Swap hands to the other side. Press and look under the underarm. Pull it back up. Exhale. Pull it back up. 1 more. Exhale. Pull it back up. Well done. Okay. So, we're going to go into a little bit of reverse donkey kick. So, let's place our forearms down onto, the carriage. Place your heel, your right heel, up onto the foot bar. Now, your knee will track just underneath your hip there. And we're going to lift that right knee and press out and then bring it back in. If you're slightly stronger, come up onto the hands, keep the shoulders back, keep this square position in the body as we press out and then bring it back in. There are options. Do what feels good for you, okay? Really press out through that heel, extend that leg, and then bring it back in. The body should remain in a box shape, so we shouldn't be falling backwards or forwards in this one. It's really strong through the arms, really strong through the core, keeping everything in a nice square box. We've got 3 to go, 2 to go, 1 to go. Bring it in. Let's swap straight to our toe. Exactly the same exercise. Get yourself comfortable. Press up through those shoulders so we're not slumping down. Come up, pull the belly in. Let's press out again. 10, 9. That's 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come up onto the knees. Give everything a little bit of a shake out, and we'll go straight down into the other side, and then we'll be done. Okay, so either down onto the forearms or up onto the hands. Right knee is now on the carriage. Left heel is on the foot bar. We pull that belly in. We're strong and straight through our shoulders. We press out, straighten that leg, bring it back in. That's 9. And 8. And 7. Remember, the body stays in our box. 6. And 5. That's 4. 3. Press up through those arms. Stay strong. And 2. And 1. Let's go straight up into our toe. Take a breath in. Exhale. Press up strong through the shoulders. Pull the belly in. Press through that toe. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. That's the last one. Beautiful. Okay. Bring your knees apart. Take your hands forward. Forehead comes down. Bring the chest down to the carriage. We'll go into a little bit of a child's pose. Let's take a couple of big deep breaths. All the way in and all the way out. All the way in and all the way out. All the way in and all the way out. 2 more. All the way in and all the way out. 1 more. Fill those lungs up and empty them out. And all the way out. Lovely. All right, let's come up to sitting onto the side of our reformer. Let's take our right ankle over our left knee. Place the hands behind. Press that chest up and just lean forward a little. Pressing your right knee down just so you get a nice stretch up through that glute. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Now let's curl over top of that leg. Really get into the back of that butt there. 2 big deep breaths. And exhale. Another big deep breath. And exhale. Slowly place that leg down. Let's place the other one over. Left ankle over right knee. Hands go back. Chest comes broad. Press up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's roll over top of that leg. Get deep. Press that knee down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Foot comes down. Take the hands down behind the back. Let's stretch out that chest. Pull the shoulders back and down. 2 big deep breaths. Spirit fingers to the front. Give yourself a clap. You made it.